Hey, what is going on, guys? Carter here with, what channel is this? Edged Mindset. That's right. What's happening? Thank you for joining me. I've got a crazy wild unboxing for you today. This is something, it's pretty out there. This may be a hint if you're looking at the knife that's sitting on top right here. What do you get if you take the Padre from Kunwu Knives and you run it through the extreme machine? You run it through like the ultimate blinged out crazy version generation machine. You get what's in here. This is the Giga Padre, model number G706TM-A, brand Kunwu, KunwuKnives.com. Giga Padre, what does that come from? It's a meme. It's a meme name. So for those that, I'll let you in on the secret here. So a Giga Chad, right? So like a Chad, as I understand it, conceptually, a Chad is like a super macho-y type guy. Or no, I guess a Chad is kind of like a jerky type, macho-y type guy. A Giga Chad is like an ultimate macho but good guy Chad. And so Kunwu has the Chad knife model. And so when they did the souped up version of that, oh, I have it upside down. They called it the Giga Chad, right? Direct play on that. But now that they're doing the, ooh, look at this, silky. Ooh, this is cool. So it doesn't normally come in this, right? Normally these come with like the, and there's a reason why I'm wearing gloves, by the way. Normally these come with like the more canvasy, kind of like almost hemp type bag, but this is kind of like a cool silky bag that's branded with Kunwu right there. That's pretty cool. So when they did the ultimate version right here of the Padre, they called it the Giga Padre. Very cool. ZDP 189. There's a little bit of a secret on that steel, though. Ooh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have Mokutai. Let me clean some of this off here. Get this coloration going. Oh my goodness. Look at this knife. Look at all of this Mokutai. And check out the blade. Full polished, oh, beautiful, full polished steel here. Now, I mentioned how there's a secret with the steel, and that is that this is a sand mine. You can see the line right there on that cutting edge. So ZDP 189 core. I'm not sure what the jacket steel is, but how cool is this? What an extreme version of the Padre. I mean, look at this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. Came in two different versions. One is the normal stonewash. One is the normal mirror polish like this. I'm trying not to catch too many weird reflections in here. One is the normal mirror polish blade like this. The other is the black pearl or DLC mirror polish blade. I went with this one. It was kind of a spur of the moment idea. I guess it was. The reason I went with the regular mirror polish, and I'm somewhat regretting that decision now. We'll see. I might change my mind. Maybe I won't regret this in the future. It's got some oil on there that's kind of killing some of the anodized color up there. The reason I went with this is because I just felt like we've seen kind of like the DLC satin so much on Kunwu's that this just seemed like a little bit different. I don't know. Obviously, the full mirror DLC is a different story, but still, I just felt like this was a little more unique. I don't know. The other thing, which you've probably noticed here, is that this is an inset lock. Right there. Inset lock, which I assume, is that steel? Yes. So that's a steel inset lock bar right there. Very, very cool. Compared to the normal frame lock that you're going to see on the Padre. I want to do a weight comparison between these two. That'll be kind of interesting. This feels heavy. It does. It feels heavy and substantial. It feels heavier than the frame lock version. I'm guessing it will be 6.2 ounces. Yep, this is a heavy beast right there. 5.2, so almost a whole ounce more, which I'm not sure why. Maybe there's less. I mean, there's lightning pockets in there. Maybe less. I don't know. Hard to tell. It does seem thicker. Maybe that's an illusion. It's more contoured. I mean, this is essentially flat scales with heavy chamfers, whereas this is like a full contour. So I'm guessing that it's a lot thicker at the actual like center of the knife. Would be my guess, which I could check, but I'm not going to right now. Huh. Very, very cool. Ultimate Edition. I don't know. Something cool about that. Something really caught my eye with taking such a popular model from Kunwu and doing this souped up version. I've had this on pre-order since these were announced like 3 months ago. It's taken forever. At time of filming, I believe there's still more of these available that are in stock in this version. The DLC version, which seems to be slightly more popular, I think is probably sold out. Last time I checked, I think they had 2 left in stock. I would imagine they're gone, maybe not. Definitely not cheap here. If you're talking about price point, these are around $800. If I remember correctly, the pre-order price was like $777, and now I think it's like $813 for the in-stock items. But the amount of work, that's needed for something like this, the mirror polishing that's taking place, it's throwing off the focus on my camera, and of course the polished Mokutai, full handles and pocket clips, and also just the fact that you get an inset lock version of the Padre, right? You can only get the Padre in a frame lock as of right now. I would imagine they're going to do a compression lock in the future. I'm not saying that the only way to ever get this, like they're never going to do an inset lock version of this. I have no idea. They might come out with that tomorrow. But for right now, it's kind of a cool that this is just a different version. Yeah, this is something else. Like, talk about just a crazy, beautiful, giant, wild, shiny knife. This thing is absolutely bonkers. Amazing action. It's got the normal Mokutai pivot collar on there, which is like, it's almost, what's the point? Like when you have this much Mokutai, which looks really, really nice. They do an amazing anodization job on their Mokutai. And generally it keeps the color really, really well, even if it gets some oil on it. We'll see if that's the case here. It does seem to be losing some color on these spots that are getting oil, but man, absolutely wild. This is one of those knives that I jumped on, and then I regretted. I went, like, it was like a roller coaster. Like, I was super psyched for it, obviously. I pre-ordered it. And then I was kind of like regretting it. I'm like, why did you do that? Like, what do you do with this? Am I going to carry this knife? I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. So then I regretted it. I'm like, why'd you get it? And then I got super excited about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got one of those. And it was just up and down the whole way, clear until it was delivered, Really nice. That San Mai line right there looks really, really good. Really, really good. All right, comment down below. What do you think of the Giga Padre? Would you pick up a Giga version of any other Kunwu knives? I certainly would. There's a bunch that I would like to get. I don't know how many they've done. I know there's the Giga Chad. That might be the only other one. I'm not quite sure that they've gigafied up to this point. Or if they're going to do more. Based on the Facebook posts, it seems like this was a bit of a pain in the ass to get done. So, I don't know. Very cool, though. All right, guys. Talk to you later. I'm out.